Okay, so there are many other parts of Cambodia to see. I was really amazed with Cambodia. I went there thinking, okay, I'll go to the capital Phnom Penh, I'll go to Angkor Wat, spend a few days in each, and then keep going through to Thailand. How wrong I was. I discovered that Cambodia was one of the most surprising countries I've been to in all of my travels. Cambodian people are the most peaceful, beautiful people I've ever encountered on this earth. In combination with that, there were many surprises. We mainly know the Angkor Wat temples, which were built by King Suryavarman many hundreds of years ago. It literally translates to mean city temple. Angkor being the type of people that they were, and Wat being a Khmer word meaning temple grounds. It's a gigantic complex, but it extends not just to the main complex of Angkor Wat itself, but other areas such as Angkor Thom and many other surrounding suburbs, as well as temples in the area, including rivers and lakes. It's Jason's Journeys time, everyone. I'm Jason Ross. Let's go. Okay, so on last week's episode we saw the great ruins of Angkor Wat. You were watching, right? Okay, if you weren't, I'll give you a quick update and show you a bit of the Angkor Wat temples. If you want to see more, go to YouTube and check Jason's Journeys channel out. Anyway, let's see a bit of Angkor Wat and then move on to Angkor Thom. Okay, so last week what we said was that Angkor Wat was built by Tamil King Suryavarman II in the early 12th century as his state temple and capital city. First off, it was Hindu and then later became Buddhist, and we said how it appeared on all the various forms of the Cambodian national flag. As discussed before, we said that the name Angkor Wat meant city temple. It lies about 5.5 kilometres north of the modern town of Siem Reap. We're going to go and check out the city later on in this episode. We summed up by saying that Angkor Wat was an amazing piece of 12th century Khmer architecture, using sandstone rather than brick or laterite as the main building material. Unfortunately, it fell into states of disrepair, mainly due to the Khmer Rouge reign and the civil unrest in the country. Even after this, when there was peace again, people were breaking off bits of it and selling it to make a profit. It's now completely under control and kept under great watchful eye of the government itself. But anyway, enough of Angkor Wat, let's move on to the temples of Angkor Thom. The Angkor Thom complex was the last and most enduring capital city of the Khmer Empire. It was established in the late 12th century by King Jayavarman VII. It covers an area of 9 square kilometres, within which are located several monuments from earlier eras as well as those established by the king himself and subsequent successors. Angkor Thom lies on the right bank of the Siem Reap River, a tributary of the Tonle Sap that you saw in previous episodes, and it's about half a kilometre from the river. The south gate of Angkor Thom is 7.2 kilometres north of the city of Siem Reap and 1.7 kilometres north of the entrance to Angkor Wat. The walls, 8 metres high, are flanked by a moat, not quite as impressive as the Angkor Wat one, but still 3 kilometres long, enclosing it within that 9 kilometre area. Within the city was a system of canals through which water flowed from the northeast to the southwest. The bulk of the land, enclosed by the walls, would have been occupied by the secular buildings of the city, of which unfortunately none remain. The area is now covered by forest, which is what actually makes it look really interesting in my opinion. Most of the great Angkor ruins have vast displays of bas-relief, depicting various gods, goddesses and other worldly beings from the mythological stories and epic poems of ancient Hinduism. These were later modified as Buddhism took hold, and mingle with this again actual animals like elephants, snakes, fish and monkeys, in addition to dragon-like creatures, and these are all part of Chinese art. So what I'm getting at is it's a combination of many different beliefs and many different forms of art across Southeast Asia. Ta Prohm had to be my most favourite area in the entire Angkor complexes. The amazing way that the nature had intertwined with the temples really stood out for me. It's located just 1 kilometre east of Angkor Thom and on the southern edge of the East Barai. It was also built by King Jayavarman VII, but unlike most of the other Angkor temples, Ta Prohm has been left in the same condition in which it was found. It's just so atmospheric with the nature and the trees growing out of the ruins. It was really something impressive, and it was my favourite part of the trip. Construction of Ta Prohm began in 1186 AD. It was originally known as Rajavihara, or Monastery of the King. There's an inscription at the entrance which provides some statistics on the temple's workers. Allowing for some exaggeration to honour the king, the inscription says that 80,000 workers, including 2,700 officials and 615 dancers, believe it or not, were used to build it. Sadly, Ta Prohm was looted heavily in recent years during the Khmer Rouge reign and shortly afterwards, and many of its ancient antiquities have been lost. There are 39 towers at Ta Prohm which are connected by numerous galleries. Just so you know, local children often duck the security and get into Ta Prohm. They offer to take you on a guided tour through the temple. You can either slip them a little bit of money to help them out and do the tour, or politely tell them no. If you want assistance or a good photo, try to agree on a price first. So there's a lot more to see and do, and you can spend days around the various complexes. Of course, once you get outside, there's temples to visit, and of course the notorious monkeys that'll plague you as you walk around the areas. Check them out. Okay, so coming up after the break, we check out the city of Siem Reap by day and the big party atmosphere it has by night. See you after the break, everyone. Don't go away.